So if you're a home seller, you might say something like, "Well, we'll wait to summer." And so here's the question: is summer really the stronger time to sell, or is it just more competitive? Something you should be aware of is that seasonality in the real estate market. And yes, summer brings more activity, but it also means that there's more listings on the market, and that it means more listings competing for your house's attention, and that could be sapped away a little bit. So, something you should be aware of as a home seller is what's called early market leverage. And when inventory is still a little bit light, like it is today, serious buyers are looking for the best deals, and you can actually draw a lot of attention by coming on the market sooner rather than later and waiting for other competing listings to challenge you. Last week, I had a very interesting conversation with a family. They called me up, wanted me to come out and do analytics for their home. And they were hoping to get about $400,000 for the home. Well, the analytics all show about a 360 price point. And so they were a little balked, and they wanted to know why $400,000 wouldn't work. Can we just try the market? And one of the things I want you to be aware of as home sellers is if you price your $360,000 home up at the $400,000 price point, those buyers are comparing other $400,000 homes against yours. The amenities, the condition, the location, the style. And if those homes are 400,000 are looking better than what yours is, your home is just going to sit there on the market because in reality it's a $360,000 home, not a $400,000 home. And so, the testing the market like this, when you're pricing it too high, this is where there's a real danger. You get limited numbers of showings. These are activity signals. And the limited number of showings show weakness. It shows that you're not in a position that's priced correctly. And so it really limits the future negotiation that you have with these buyers to be able to get the terms of the transaction completed. The best negotiation strategy I often tell sellers is when a buyer comes in and gives you a lowball offer, you're able to say, "No, I'm not going to do business with you because there's three other buyers who are waiting for me over there." One thing most sellers don't think about is the first 14 days on the market, and that is really a critical, important time because it shows when you get peak online traffic, you get maximum buyer alerts, and this is really the strongest exposure window. So, if you are getting reports and the data shows that you're not getting a whole lot of activity, maybe the property's been exposed, but you're not getting a bunch of showings. Well, that means that you're not aligned properly with the pricing on the market. And then you got to make some adjustments. If you're getting a ton of showings, a ton of activity, and maybe even some offers, your pricing strategy is probably working just fine. But if you're not getting the showings, you're not getting the offers, that means that you need to make some adjustments. Something a lot of people try to bail on or fail to realize is the holding cost of longer marketing times. You still have mortgage payments, you still have property taxes, insurance, and the opportunity cost is delayed to relocation. So, for example, this family I was talking about wants to move to Albuquerque. Well, the home prices in Albuquerque are moving up faster than what they are in Gallup. And so, consequently, the longer they take to make their home sale here, the further they get away from their house in Albuquerque to be able to make a purchase. So, pricing homes correctly is going to generate stronger offers and really better terms. As a matter of fact, most of the homes that are selling quickly are selling right at list price or maybe within a few $1,000s in negotiation. They're not accepting really deep differences or really deep price cuts or any of that type of stuff. And so if you use strategic pricing as opposed to emotional pricing, and strategic pricing is using the data, using intelligence to be able to make your pricing decisions, you tend to end up a little bit better on the market and you end up getting the result that you wanted. The bottom line is it's a interesting dichotomies or interesting complex situation. And if you want a little more specifics about how your goals and your strategy can work, let's go ahead and make a strategy session. This is Jason Valentine with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty. You can give me a call and 505-863-4363 on the cell phone at 575-496-1068, or there's a link somewhere in the comments or the description. Just book an appointment time with me. We'll get you the information that you need so you can make good decisions for your family. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.